Hi there. So, what you're going to watch here is me moving my hand or arm from one side to the next and explaining the motions. And RBIM, this is the drill or method or technology, whatever you call it, is all about producing the sensation or generating the sensation and producing the experience. Because if you just sit in a corner, nothing's going to happen. You have to actively be involved in the movement. And this is not about, looking up and, oh, this is nice looking and have visual reference. Because when you look inside your muscles and all that, this is about sensing the muscles move, not about seeing them. But it will feel like you're going to see the muscles actually move when you get uh, enough experience doing this. And this gets people confused. If I told you to look inside your arm and see the muscles move, some people can do that, but most people will get confused because they won't really use the visual representation system trying to see the muscles move, and they can't do that, and obviously they will fail. So this is all about sensing the muscles move, because the sensing is about the vestibular inner ear balance system. It's not about auditory moving axis here either. It's all about inner ear balance. And what else also has the vestibular system has is a reference system in how your body is positioning in relation to other objects in space between objects, obviously. So if I want to pick up a glass of water or I want to do something else, I have to judge how far this object is from my hand and be able to coordinate that with hand-eye coordination. But I don't need to see where the glass is. I can do like this. I don't need to see where the glass is. I can still judge the distance. And if I don't see it, how can I judge the distance? Because I'm using my senses, my vestibular system. It's not about the memory. It's about sensing the distance. This the system we want to practice and train in the RBI system. It's basically this easy. As will show you here now in the next segment, it's about how to do the motion drill. That's all there is in the RBM system. From that drill, when you've been learning that, you're learning a skill set, a skill, to be able to access the somatic or body system and link it with the cognitive function and be able to operate from a different experience of life, because then you can access future positions, future experience, and start to generate a whole different, what could you call it? Life, maybe? I think it's called a life. But last time I checked, it's called life. But hey, maybe you have some other reference. I don't know. Um, so that's how it is. So the next segment, you don't get a magician's medal. Don't get me a Darth Vader costume. You don't get me naked with a leaf. You don't get me all that stuff. But if enough people like to see me in some particular costume doing, I can do an updated version with a special costume. I'm just doing a little bit Elvis Presley shaking up baby stuff today. Too bad I don't have the voice of RBIM is all about this. Moving your hand. It could be right hand or the left hand. And what you do is move it from one side to the next side. One side to the next side. Obviously, if you just move your hand like this, nothing going to happen. If you move it too slow, not much going to happen either. But you have to find a tempo or rhythm that's pretty rhythmic in its fashion. And what I want you to do when you do this is to focus your attention and sensing, and I mean sensing your muscles move from one side to the next. And what most people will experience is some kind of choppiness, because the muscle will do things like this. And you don't want that. You want a continuous motion and a connection with and sensing the muscles move from one side to the other side. And when you focus your attention on producing this effect, what will happen is, and this is one of the criteria, it will feel that your arm get hot, cold, warm, can feel empty, bigger, smaller, and those are some of the allies changes or shifts, if you like, because you're linking up your attention and focus with the movement. Now, this can take about 5 seconds, 30 seconds, a few minutes, depending on how. And I want you to do this exercise or drill until you get comfortable producing the effect. And you will feel it. I feel a lightness or a tingle a little bit in my arm when I've been doing this for a moment now. When I have this motion down, this blueprint experience is about, you should be able to produce this in your whole body. You can use your right hand, you can use your left arm to do it, you can even use your foot to do it also. It doesn't matter what body part you do it, you can do it with your whole body also. So if you get that, it's easier. So I will repeat it. Alright, start with the hand, move it from one side to the next. Focus your attention on sensing the muscles inside your hand and arm. And why you should do that in sensing and not seeing them, because we not want to use the visual representation, we want to use the vestibular inner ear balance to produce the motion. And I kept my face up to the image so you can focus on my arm solely, because some people, when they see my arm, it's much easier to focus to do the right thing then, and not my face, because my face is so, according to some people, distracting. Anyway, so when I'm doing this, I get a lightness in my hand, and my muscles have produced a different sensation. It's that easy.